A president who advocates a world without nuclear weapons today went to the site of the first atomic bomb attack in history. President Obama was careful not to directly apologize for the American actions that brought an end to World War II. And while asking the world to, in his words, ponder a terrible force unleashed, the president did not mention how that terrible force may have saved 1 million American lives, possibly lost if a ground invasion of Japan had been necessary. But his visit and his words had significance at home and abroad today. Correspondent Kevin Corke is traveling with the president and reports tonight from Hiroshima.
It was the culmination of a 7 decades-long walk toward restoration and reconciliation. And finally, if for only a brief moment, a painful past gave way to the promise of a hopeful future. It was a powerful moment, drenched with emotion and draped in history, when a survivor's embrace came to symbolize more than generations could have imagined.
71 years ago, on a bright, cloudless morning, death fell from the sky and the world was changed.
In becoming the first sitting U.S. president to visit Hiroshima, site of the world's first nuclear strike, President Obama called on the world to have a moral awakening and to honor the memory of those killed by nuclear weapons by having the courage to end their use for good.
We may not realize this goal in my lifetime, but persistent effort can roll back the possibility of catastrophe.
Despite concerns from some veterans groups back home, the president did not offer an apology here for America's use of the atomic bomb that killed more than 140,000 in Hiroshima, another 74,000 2 days later in Nagasaki, and injured over 100,000 others.
Their souls speak to us. They ask us to look inward, to take stock of who we are and what we might become.
His remarks come less than 9 months before the end of his presidency, a seemingly natural bookend to a speech he gave in Prague back in 2009 during his first year in office.
As the only nuclear power to have used a nuclear weapon, the United States has a moral responsibility to act. We cannot succeed in this endeavor alone, but we can lead it. We can start it.
But analysts question whether the president's soaring rhetoric has matched the reality of his time in office, which they say has seen the global nuclear threat increase, not decrease.
Russia is designing a weapon called the Satan II, which could wipe out an area the size of Texas. China is sending nuclear-armed submarines to sea. I believe the Iran nuclear deal will actually lead Iran to get more nuclear weapons.
Indeed, new Pentagon figures, Brett, underscore this point. Under the Obama administration, this country has reduced its nuclear stockpile by less than any other post-Cold War presidency. Perhaps the clearest indication yet that even hopeful intentions run into stark reality. Brett?
Kevin Corke traveling with the president in Japan. Kevin, thank you.